So decided now is probably a good time to walk through the returns because they're starting to get thick again. And see if I can find some maintenance cars. And I passed two cars that people have smoked in that need to go to the detail shop. And found an F-stop right on the edge where I could easily get it out. So I'm going to call that a win. As it did look like they had the two that I put in that line. It looked like the shop was actively pulling those out, although one of them had the guy leaning against it that always comes out from the shop and then spends quite a bit of time just sitting and smoking cigarettes and playing with his cell phone while leaning on the cars that he came out to get. I guess that's the thrill of being a union worker. Not my job to keep that guy on task. Ooh, that was not a good sound. Trying to get the rearview mirror where I can see the vehicle behind me a little better. Well, somebody's coming behind me towards the maintenance yard as opposed to just going into the up-down area. Somebody made quite a bit of progress on opening the second case of Tesla Superchargers. I was kind of wanting to walk over there and make some video of it while the sun was still out, but yeah, a little too late for that. And no orange hats at the front of the gatekeeper line either. Damn. All my orange hats are at the back end of it. That sucks. This is a Kia Soul, by the way. Not sure what year. I'm guessing it's probably one that's maybe 1 or 2 years old. Could look at the key. Actually, I'll look at the key when I stop the car because it's one of those kind of keys that goes in it's shoved into a vertical slot as opposed to a key that just sits in the cup holder or somewhere. Has actual analog gauges as opposed to just a digital screen. I like that. It's a 2020. I figured it was a couple years older. So not sure if a GMC Acadia meets the criteria for an L, but it might. Anyway, I was able to get one of these without too much effort. I consider it to be a pretty big SUV, so taking it up. Regardless, all these cars got to go up to the flip ramp. Oh, there's one car sitting off by itself. Usually I try to get the random sitting by itself. Couldn't really tell what it was. It was a white sedan of some kind. $7:33. I might take my lunch break a little bit late because that burrito kind of filled me up, so I'm not particularly that hungry right now. Oh yeah, he might have stopped working on the flip ramp because the pickup truck's still sitting where I left it. So yeah, I caught the guy that's emptying the flip ramp. He's doing up downs by himself though, not with a crew. And he said that both the truck and the Acadia count. So that's a good thing. I seem to be more on target. I need some music. What's on here? I'm gonna what do you call it? Polestar 2 right now. It's got 91% on the battery. That's a good thing. So it doesn't need any additional charging. Got an f-stop on it. I did finally ask one of the mechanics what the hell was PMs on an electric vehicle, since obviously it doesn't need the oil changed. And he said it was just basically an inspection of some stuff, which is kind of what I figured. I wish he'd have gone into a little more detail on it, but got lumbar support kicking me in the back on this stupid thing. This is not doing it for me. Usually Hot 97.5 has stuff I want to hear, but I'm going to pass on that one.
She sits in the top of the greenhouse tree. She's an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in the midst of my balls. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. The girl you want.
Wow, Devo on KUPD.
She's just a girl. She's just a girl.
The girl you want. Why do I stay at this low-paying job? Hello, I'm driving a Polestar 2 right now, listening to Devo. I don't think it requires any more explanation than that. I do hate that when I step out of a Polestar, it just turns the music off. Like I should still be rocking out the Devo while I'm popping in and out of the car and getting my orange hat. And I wonder if that's a setting that I can change. Today's not the day to go digging through those kind of settings to find it, that's for sure. One empty spot in the front of the PM line, and yeah, I don't feel like backing this into it. Thinking about backing this into it, but nah. I'll back a smaller vehicle than this into it, as opposed to bumping this and the two cars in front of it up potentially. Since it's 7:39, so they're probably not going to be pulling any more out of the PM line tonight. At least I think it's 7:39. That was earlier than that. That's what the dashboard says. It's 7:39. All right, charging 90. So shut this bad boy off. Yeah, 7:39 was accurate. So time flies fast when you're having fun. I'm in some kind of Subaru. It's an Outback. I just set it on the little screen when I started it. Yeah, and this show with the oral expressions is... It just sounds obscene to me.
What else do they say? Whatever else they say, we're not doing any of that, we're doing oral expression.
98.5. Preset number 1 is on static. Come on, we could do better than that. I'll put that one on 95.1.
Entertainment.
Okay, I'm having trouble getting it to... Well, hard pass on that, because Eagles. This works. Bowie and Queen on The Mountain, 95.5. Wow, and just had a reality check that's what used to be KOI-FM Y95 back when I used to work there. And this seat in this Outback is in a horrible position. Alright, that's better. Under pressure. Alright, so 742, that's probably accurate.
Under pressure.
So yeah, I'm still doing loops out of the kickouts.
When I'm in the mood for something tasty, delicious, and just drop dead refreshing. refreshing, then my next move has to be hitting up McDonald's for a drink. Like right now, you can get any size McCafe premium roast coffee or any size soft drink like a refreshing Coke for just $1.29. And don't forget to order ahead in the app. So
$1.29 for coffee drinks? That's almost a reason for me to go to McDonald's.
ASAP.
Yeah, this seems to be, I don't know if it's saving me time over walking to the up-downs, but it's certainly more enjoyable and less tedious than walking. So, ooh, and I got an up-down crew right in front of me. I try to avoid this situation. I made it back to that Jeep I mentioned earlier. I'm not sure exactly what this is. It's a pretty mediocre looking SUV, so might not be what he's looking for to put in reserve. But as I said, all the cars need to go up. It's got 34,000 miles, so at this point I'm just putting everything in the flip ramp because I have so many cars I need to bring down. 1946 on the clock. Come on, that's not a time. Let's get real, Jeep. See if I can quickly figure out how to get this on something normal. Clock and date. Time format 12 hours. 7:46. Now see, that's a time. All right. Radio's on 88.7 The Pulse. Oh, I love The Pulse, but God, I'm so sick of this song.
And Babbel's lessons are built around.
Yeah, it's on 92.1. Yeah, I can live without what's on 92.9. About 92.7. Oh yeah, that's much more worthy of having that preset. All right, let's get out of here. The lights on auto, that's better. Yeah, I would much rather hear the Bellamy Brothers than hear Doja Cat say Geppetto, Geppetto, Geppetto over and over. It just seems wrong to keep mentioning Geppetto and leave out Pinocchio. This Jeep is a really obnoxious color of orange. I wish I knew what model Jeep it is. I really don't. Well, it was actually a Jeep Renegade. I noticed it on the door when I got out. So that might actually qualify for what he's trying to do. Oh, and here comes an up-down crew. Hopefully we're not heading directly to where I am. So at this point the shop is closed, so it doesn't really matter what I bring down. But I did find an F-stop walking through the cars before I made it to the maintenance line. Which reminds me, I still need to make a trip over to Dollar. It's been quite a while since I've been to the Dollar maintenance line. 7:51 right now. And I believe I'm in a Nissan Rogue. Down driver behind me seems very disappointed. I'm only going 25 going down the ramp. How quickly they seem to have forgotten about the guy that totaled the minivan. I finally gave up on connecting to whatever phone it was connected to last and switched over to radio. And KSLX is just playing ads. It's alright, it's a couple clicks away from 101.1. Oh, snap. all the way to the end of the gatekeeper to get orange hats. Sucks.
101.1 The Bounce is the true throwback station for the Valley, playing exclusive throwbacks like this.
I haven't heard Air Force Ones in a while. And I gotta get out of this car, so I can't really enjoy it. Damn it. I'm stomping in my Air Force Ones. So I got no cleans today on that little area on the kick outside. That's just not happening today, unfortunately. That's been kind of a convenient thing for me lately. But I found something that just screams dollar in the kickouts, so I can go and check over there. It says Chevy Trax with 58,000 miles on it. And on this stereo, I'm getting some more text information as to what's playing on KUPD. It says, "Go punk yourself," Sunday evenings. I kind of forgot they had their punk specialty show on Sunday nights. Well, that explains why they were playing Devo. 7:55 right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait until probably about 8:30 to take my lunch. I have no idea what I'm going to find at Dollar right now. I'm not sure how long it's been since I went there and checked, but it feels like it's been a while. Sometimes, especially later at night, Dollar returns can just explode with the amount of volume of cars that show up. I don't have too terrible many. I'm not sure how many, but I don't have too terribly large an amount in my Hertz maintenance line right now. So that's a good thing. Generally keeping on everything pretty good. Starting to pile some cars into the road. Not so much that they're in the way though. And there's the one that I left, which I know is detail. Yeah, it looks like they put two more in. These are just a horrible range. Oh, and somebody's moving another one to it, I think. I can't quite tell what they're doing. Got their hazard lights on though. Oh, that's my girl. Yeah, she's moving it. Yeah, it's definitely busy over here at Dollar Returns. So I've got 4 vehicles up here in Dollar Maintenance. I'm sitting in a Chevy Bolt right now that's going to detail, and wow, they got a dim on all the dash displays. At least I know how to quickly fix that in a Bolt. Check to see where they got the energy settings at while I'm buckling up. Oh. It's at 30%, and yeah, I need to just set the charge level down a little bit. Yeah, let's position this. See if it can be better. I do know this. If I ever bought a Chevy Bolt, I'd be trying to find a Chevrolet power seat that lines up and can put in here. Because, yeah, I don't like the manual seats in the Bolt, and every Bolt I've ever got in has had manual seats. Do we have XM? Nope, no Sirius XM subscription. It has the capability, but no current subscription. So I guess we're going to FM. That'll work. So this is the one I mentioned earlier that I left behind that was going over to detail. I'm not feeling that. Huh. Billy Idol. That'll work.
Husband and Wife Law Team Studio.
KYOT Phoenix.
95.5 The Mountain is the Valley's replay everything station. Another hour of everything right now.
On 95.5 The Mountain.
It's interesting that they still have the KYOT call letters, because that's what they switched to when they switched from KOY FM and started running a format that they called the Coyote. That's what KYOT was supposed to be short for, was Coyote. And it was kind of like a smooth jazz. I think back in the day they were calling that format Quiet Storm. A pretty good station. Largely automated. And I forget the name of the voiceover artist that did all their liners. And I understand he's dead now, but one of my favorite, like, supporting role actors. He was the guy that was in the movie, oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's an Eddie Murphy movie. Boomerang, maybe? It's the one where Eartha Kitt is in it, and Eartha Kitt is like super old and keeps trying to get Eddie Murphy's character in bed. And the guy who did the voiceovers for the Coyote, 95.5 FM back in the day. I'm over here in the gatekeeper putting an orange hat on it. I totally forgot I was going to go into detail with this. Yeah, he was the guy that played the ad executive who kept coming up with really bad ideas for ads, and did the ad for Strong J. It was the essence of sex. That's such a bizarre clip. Also well known for the voiceovers that he did for Sprite commercials, where he'd do their tagline with a super, super deep voice. Crisp and clean with no caffeine. It's bugging me. I can't remember that guy's name, because he's an absolute legend as a voiceover artist. And his voiceover work was a big part of the Coyote's identity. Oh yeah, now's definitely the time to start bringing the detail stuff down. There's only 2 vehicles down there. Alright, just found myself another Chevy Trax with... the mileage came up as soon as I came in the door, and then it disappeared. Oh, quit blowing me. 60,000 miles. Yeah, these things just scream dollar. Not like the seats in these, they're not particularly comfortable. Try to get these to a spot that's not horribly awkward for me. Yeah, it's probably not going to get much better than this. Nice. All the people who died, died. All the people who died, died. Fuck the sea. Oh, that's what it is. It doesn't have power seats, but it's got that stupid lumbar support pushing me in the back to where I can't get comfortable in it. But in case you're wondering what happened to the guy that did this song, he died.
Teddy Stephen Clue, he was 12 years old. Fell from the roof on East 29. Kathy was 11 when she pulled the plug on 26 red with a bottle of wine. Bobby got leukemia, 14 years old. Looked like 65 when he died. He was a friend of mine. All the people who died, died. All the people who died, died. All the people who died, died.
So, 5 vehicles in my Hertz maintenance line right now. Trying to focus on clearing out dollar at the moment.
The gimmicks go rotten. They gotta have a Tardis up in Manhattan. Flying Vietnam, took a bullet to the head. Bobby OD'd on Trino on the night that he was wed. They were 2 more friends of mine. I miss them. They died. All the people who died, 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 died. All my friends that died.
Or there's a place I can get this right behind the other tracks that I brought up. Oh no, definitely not. There was a rental parked right behind me when I parked that. This one goes to you, my brother. All the people who died, died. Shag, I'm hoping somebody do up downs in front of me there. By itself with a trunk pumped here. I wonder what's that? That looks like somebody left their return in a stupid place. Don't be a nice guy and move that one up.